Hey, hello, folks. Good evening. Welcome to the Let's Go Fishing Show. My guest tonight's Mike Cox. Mike, glad to have you with me, son.
Good to be back again.
All right. It's hard for me to round up people who want to be over here with me.
No. Short notice.
Short notice. All right, folks. I hope everyone had a safe and Merry Christmas. Want to say hello to Dad. We kind of got him in the hospital right now, and he's been running a little temperature here for the last few days. Got him over there in the hospital. He seems to be feeling better, but they're still running some tests. So I hope you're watching, Dad. You can keep Mike in line here. Folks, got Mike. I was supposed to fish 4 days.
Yeah.
I've only got to fish one. Why is that?
I don't know. I was hoping to fish 5 days myself.
Yeah. Here we have now. Had a week off, or almost a week, and been on the water one time, and that was Monday. And I've got some fishing film on the Norse, and I'm only going to show a little of it, about 7 or 8 minutes of it, because I filmed about 40 minutes and left the camera running, and this, that, and the other. Herschel's having a nightmare trying to edit the thing for me, but anyway, we'll talk about how I fished and what I did. Catch some fish up there. Had some, I think 3 keeper smallmouth and 4 or 5 keeper largemouth, but I didn't get a big largemouth. But anyway, I got some fishing film, and it's not much, but we're going to show what, part of it anyway, and that kind of thing. Let's see, Mike, there was something else I need to do before we went to the fishing film. And Mike's got some stuff over here. We get to the tackle box tip here a little later in the show. He's got some baits and a little trick here he's going to show us, and that kind of thing. And then we give a fishing report, and Mike and Brad been down on Watts Bar, and well, it was last Saturday, wasn't it?
Last Saturday, yeah.
Yeah, last Saturday. Caught a bunch of crappie, so they didn't invite me to go. But anyway, we'll get back to that here shortly. I got some. I'm going to show the Edgemore film that I showed last week, because Jim's got his sale running to the end of the month. Let's see, the 30th, 31st. It'll be next Tuesday. He's got a bunch of sales going on over there. And Tim's Tire, same way down at his place. And I do want to show the film on the East Tennessee Fishing Show. Some of you might have not saw it last week. I want to make sure we run through that. That's coming up here in January. So Herschel, go ahead and take us to the fishing film. And folks, when we get back, we'll talk about what I've done up there. All right, folks, I've got another fish on here. Feels like pretty good. Looks pretty anyway. Oh, yeah. Oh, one crankbait. Yeah, just come on up here. Largemouth is right up on the water. Nice smallmouth right there. right, got another one on here, folks. Small one. He thinks he's big. Alright folks, I've got another fish on here. Just missed one right back there just a second ago. Don't know what this one is, we'll see. Get him up here. Yeah, largemouth. Yeah. Alright. He was right up on the bank. What? Yeah. Okie dokie. Keeper largemouth. Deal. Huh. Okay. We'll get back in here. Alright folks, there's got another fish on, looks like a largemouth. Had one to jump off back there a minute ago, me trying to get the camera on. About the same size. Yeah, he's kind of foul hooked. Alright folks, we've moved down here on the end of a bluff line here. I hope you see that smallmouth out there in the water. Camera's working. Do one more thing here to make sure. Yeah, there we go. I believe it's working. All right. Get this fish off here. Came down the river here to try to get out of the wind and for a few minutes, but there's very few places up here right now to get out of the wind. Wind or not, no wind, I want to fish this point right here. I haven't been down here fishing in a long time. Usually pretty decent place. Hey folks, it's been a cold day. The temperature has dropped ever since I got here this morning. The wind's been rough. It's kind of blowed ice and snow and this, that, and the other. But caught about 12 or 15 fish there. You see them on the camera. I missed a couple with the camera, but anyway, caught a few fish. But it's been a rough day. So I'll get home and kind of look the film over and see what we got, and hope to see you Thursday night. And remember, let's go fishing. All right, folks, we're back, and you know, we cut the film short. I got pulled out there and caught a pretty good smallmouth pretty quick there Monday morning, and I just kept fishing that point there and killed about 30 minutes on it and kept the camera running, and I had about 45 minutes worth of casting and not catching, and I got with Herschel and I said, hey, we don't need to show that. Heck, you know, they see enough of that. We need to catch some fish. So we kind of cut it short and got back in the creek there. Mike, I started out, the water temperature up there was 51 degrees on the surface, and I said, you know, got there, it was about 8 o'clock when I got started fishing, and the water had come up about 4 or 5 feet from the day we was up there 2 weeks ago. The little floating dock was under the water about 2 feet, and so, you know, when I pulled in there, I thought, dang, water's come back up, and then a second glance why I didn't see the dock, and I said, I knew right then what had happened. So, you know, the water had come up, and it cooled down from 56 to 51 on the surface there, but the fish were still in there shallow. I caught 3 fish out deep, but they were small fish. The majority of the fish I caught was in there right on the bank, out 4, 5, 6 foot, or maybe halfway to the boat in about 8 foot of water, depending on the steepness of the bank there. But I started out throwing a crawdad crankbait and just caught fish on it, largemouth and smallmouth. And but the wind was, you know, that was a factor in blowing them bait fish up on the bank.
Makes a difference.
Yeah, and because I stayed, you know, I went in there on the bank there in Mill Creek on the right-hand side there and caught 3 fish off of that bank. The wind, it wasn't actually blowing up on the bank, but it was blowing up in the creek, and it was a little calmer there, and I caught 3 fish off of that bank, and then came right back over on the left side of the creek going up, or coming on the right coming out, and missed a couple of fish and caught a couple of fish over on that right-hand bank, and there at point 20, and you folks all know where point 20 is. That fish up there in the back of Mill Creek. Good area right in there. Don't care to tell you, caught a lot of fish right there. But I just kept throwing that crankbait and you know, picking up a fish here and picking up one there, and sometimes a couple off of a little stretch of rocks and that kind of thing. You know, there's some good places that I didn't fish, Mike, because I didn't know if you was going to go up there Saturday and fish that tournament or not. And that was kind of what I was looking for. Like I said, we're still perfecting this camera thing. I had that, my wife bought me a new helmet for Christmas. So Mike Richards, she said that and looked a whole lot better, and it did have a visor on it. I just got to figure out how to get the camera mounted on it, because that plastic's not very thick, and I got to come up with something here pretty quick to get the camera on there. Don't want it to fall off for sure. But anyway, I've got a nice helmet now. If I can just get the camera mounted. That was a Christmas present, so I got to use that thing for sure. It does do a good job, you know. I just got to get that camera mounted on. I realized there on the film on the rerun that didn't have it angled down enough, which I had my toboggan on up there Monday and had that old orange, that other bicycle helmet on, and I couldn't really get the view down next to the boat.
Yeah.
It was showing the end of the cast and that kind of thing really well, but I wasn't satisfied with up close, you know, showing the fish and stuff. So got to do a little adjusting. Herschel, I wanted to say hello to Polly and Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got to mention that for sure. I hope they're watching. Paul. And Paul, definitely for sure. Herschel, let's go to the take a break with Edgemore Outdoors there. Hey folks, I'm here behind the camera at Edgemore Outdoors, and I've got the camera focused on a bunch of loose reels. Jim's got so many you can't get them out in the reel case, but he's got a special sale going on here between now and Christmas on several things, and I'll be running over that list right here just in a second. Hey folks, I'm here, as you saw a while ago, I'm here at Edgemore Outdoors, and you know, Jim's got some specials here he wants to talk about on next week's show before Christmas, and one of them's the luge reels. All luge reels, spinner and bait casters, are 10% off. Now, if you want 15% off on the tournament series, all you got to do, bait casters, is mention the Let's Go Fishing show, and to get the 15% off on those reels. And like you saw there earlier on the tape, he's got so many he can't get them in the cabinet. 20% off on all the pure poison baits, jigs, whatever they got in the pure poison bait line. He's got 20% off, and he also has an assortment of shaky head jigs and miscellaneous jigs, and they're 20% off. So that's a great thing. So, and Jude's also got some air rifles and that kind of stuff. You know, for you hunters, kids, if you're wanting to get your kids started in archery and with air rifles or anything like that, come by here, see Jim, and you know, he's got all kinds of fishing stuff, folks. You know, for the trout fishermen, the cat fishermen, the bass fishermen, the crappie fishermen, the muskie fishermen, you know, live bait, the artificial bait for all those. So get by here at Edgemore Outdoors before Christmas, see Jim, don't forget to mention the Let's Go Fishing show, and get you something.
We'll match ads.
Okay, folks, just got another heads up from Jim. He'll match ads with any competitor. So And if you on the point system over here that he's got, you're earning reward points for every purchase you make. And, you come in here, you make enough purchases, you come in here, you may get you a free reel. So, a rod or whatever you might want. So, like I said, between now and Christmas, get over here and visit with Jim. Guarantee you'll find what you're looking for. And remember the Let's Go Fishing show. Thank you. Perfect. Now you want to play it back? All right, folks. I wanted to show you that film that I shot up there before Christmas at Edgemore, and the reason why I was by there Tuesday and getting my Christmas gift. And anyway, Jim's got, his sales are going to run till the end of the month, which will be the 31st next Tuesday, next week. And he wanted me to let everybody know that, the sale's going to run till the 31st. And here's some other things that he changed from when I was up there the other week. This is what we came up with Tuesday. All the reels in the stores, 10% off. And he got that special deal on the some of the Lose reels that's 15% off if you mention the Let's Go Fishing show. And then the Skeet Reese rods, you buy one, you get one half price. The ABU Volatile and Verdict rods, they're 20% off. The Akuma Elite rods, 20% off. He got 3 racks of miscellaneous jigs, shaky heads. I looked at that stuff and just everything in the world in the jig line back there, 3 different racks full at 20% off. And Hunters, he's got all broadheads, 15% off. And then he's got some next year, or by the first of the year, he hopes to have all the spinners, Mike, accessories and that kind of thing to put on your Alabama rigs or make, your spinner baits and that kind of thing. So he's going to have blades, swivels, the split rings, I guess the beads of what, Jim, if you want it, he can get it for you, I guarantee you. So, but all that's coming. He's just waiting for it to be delivered. And, but I wanted to pass that along to you about Edgemore Outdoors. That his sale's going to run on here towards the end of the month. So if you want to get in on some of those good buys, thought I'd better let you all know that. Mike, let's see. Man, we got a whole bunch of stuff to announce here. Let's see. Photo of the month, folks. Still haven't received a photo, on my email address. So, Mike, we just got a few more days.
A few more in.
Yeah, if you're out fishing this weekend, and get me a photo there to the Let's Go Fishing 101 yahoo.com. And if you pick up one of my business cards, it's right there on the business card where to send that photo to, and that way I can print it off there off the printer at home and get you a T-shirt, because I haven't received anything as of yet, and I checked it today, so still hadn't received one. So if you want a T-shirt, we need to get that done today for sure. Also, the show's on YouTube. I sat there this afternoon, man, just Let's Go Fishing with Steve Cox. Once you get on YouTube, and Herschel's doing great about getting those shows pulled up and getting them on there for us. So if you want to see something, or tell your friends, if they don't have the show on the cable, they can get it on YouTube and watch it, starting back in October when Herschel started, catching up, and he's got several in December already, and I think all 4 shows in November. So let everybody know we're on YouTube also, and plus the replay on Saturday night. We got, like I say, still running into people that don't know we got a fishing show. Mike, you going to get into the, you want to do the tackle box tip now, or you want to wait till we get the phones on then to?
I don't wait on the phones on that. I was going to tell you about our crappie trip we done Saturday.
Perfect.
Me and Brad went down to Blue Springs and put in, and eased out of the holler there, checking a few brush piles, and fished. I guess we got in the water about 10:30 or something, and fished up toward Thief Neck a while, and wasn't doing much good, really. I think maybe about 3 o'clock or 4, we had maybe 8 crappie, and all of a sudden you was talking about that wind up there at north. Well, all of a sudden that wind started coming up the lake out of the south, and it was just like you flipped a switch on them crappie. It was just all of a sudden, it was just every time that minnow hit the bottom, there was one grabbing it, and it seemed like anywhere from 26 feet to 36 feet there, they were just everywhere, just biting like crazy, and we ended up bringing home 22 good keeper crappie.
That's
a good trip.
Mike, I'm glad you brought that up, because the fishing report was out. You know, I talked to 2 or 3 people up at Edgemore, and then I talked to Al Everett down today, and he'd been going to him and John Wade been going up to Douglas and catching catching a lot of crappie on Douglas right now. And I told him about your and Brad's trip. The current's a big thing. And if they get the water back down to winter level, and we don't get them flooding rains again, and kind of settle down, why this crappie bite should be getting better every day.
Yeah. The thing about Saturday, that water was just as calm, like a piece of glass. There, rain moving in and out, mist or rain, but when that wind picked up, them crappie went to biting. The current wasn't that bad at all either. They wasn't pulling the water that hard down there on that end, so I think that wind had something to do with pressure change or something, but it made a big difference in them crappie.
Okay, Mike, that sounds good. That's what kind of stuff we want to pass along to the viewers here, folks. If you're, and I'm sure there's probably some shallow crappie somewhere, if you're catching them, you want to call us over here in a little bit and let us know. Give us a good fishing report. We'd love to hear from you. Tournaments this weekend. You got a Heartland at Point 19, 8 to 3 o'clock. Caney Creek from 8 to 2 p.m. And then at Watts Bar Dam. All them's Heartland tournaments. That's a 3-fish limit at the dam down there now, which you guys been fishing at. But if you hadn't been fishing it, that's a 3-fish limit down there. They fish from 8 to 2. Point 19, Caney Creek's 5-fish limit. So just let you all know that's what's going on come Saturday. If you want to get in on that, the fishing report. You heard Mike on the crappie there Saturday, and then what we caught. The ones I heard about on Douglas and that kind of thing. So fish are biting, folks. We just it's a little kind of cool there Tuesday, Mike.
A little bit cool.
Yeah, it was cool Tuesday. I didn't make it to the lake, but it was plenty cool and that kind of thing. And Dad happened to be put back in the hospital. Why? Kind of slowed things down a little bit, but I'm going to try to get out there in the morning and somewhere, either Watts Bar crappie fishing, or I know you got to work.
Got to
work. Okay. So when you hit Watts Bar or Norris 1 there tomorrow and see what we can do on that kind of thing. And one other thing, folks, before we go to another break here, because I got to get these breaks in for these sponsors tonight. Brandon Coulter, don't forget that. If you missed it last week, you got anything to do with the high school bass clubs, don't forget to get in contact with Brandon and call in so he can get that done with his get the bracelets out to those high school bass club members to get into the fishing show over here in January. We're going to show a film on that right here shortly, and an interview I done with Sheila Bunch and talking about the fishing show. And Brandon's number is 865-740-2627. 865-740-2627. That's Brandon Coulter, looking for somebody to contact on the that's involved with the high school bass club. So Oliver Springs, Anderson County, Campbell County, any of you folks that's listening, get that number and get that person at the schoolhouse to contact him and get them some ID there on that bracelet to get in the fishing show free.
Yeah, that's a good thing on that. They get to go over every night and listen to the people that's speaking, pros that's coming in there giving their talk and stuff and teaching a little bit, and they'll get to listen to them free every night. They won't have to pay to get in, so they can make all of them, not just one,
Yeah, that's great, Mike. You're exactly right. That bracelet gets you in any of the 4 nights, or all 4 nights either. Whatever you. It's a free pass to get in any night that you're there. So that's a good deal right there. It sure is. Let's see what we lack here before we get into this tip, Michael. It's a good tip. I want you to pass that along to the folks, and we'll need that for sure. Herschel, let's do the Tim's Tire thing. Are you ready? There we go. Hey folks, I'm here at Tim's Tire, and well, looks like Tim's got stocked up for bad weather. So if you've got any need for some tires, weather conditions have changed, and some slick mornings coming up. We've already had a few, so if you need tires on your vehicle, come down here at Tim's Tire, call them on the phone, price shop them, whatever you got to do, and they're stacked up here to the ceiling, So if you need the tires, come down here and see Tim, call him on the phone, whatever you need to do, and give him a chance to earn your business. I don't think you'll beat him anywhere else in the country, just tell you the truth about it. So come down here and give him a chance to sell you some tires. Brakes on your vehicle, they do that also. So and they got service calls, road trucks. If you break down on the road, have a flat or something, call Tim's down here, and they'll see if they can get you a truck and help you out and get your tire fixed or whatever it might be. So stand by just a second. We got another little addition to add on down here to go along with the tires. Hey folks, I'm here with Tim at the tire shop, and he's got a cabinet full of helmets here, and I mean beautiful helmets, and he's trying to get rid of them. All kids, adult, some with visors, some without. If you could just get a little glimpse of that. If you're in the market for a good Christmas present, I think you might. If you don't need tires, come on down here and look at these helmets. They are awful nice. They're beautiful. I don't know, probably 6 or 8 different shapes. I don't know how for the 4-wheeler, and you bass fishermen, you know how cold weather we have to have a helmet also. So if you're looking for a helmet, you need to get down here, and if you don't need tires, come on down, look at these helmets Tim's got, and I think you'll find one that's going to work for you. So remember the show, remember the sponsors, and let's go fishing. Hey folks, back here again. Tim's got another shelf full of motorcycle tubes, four-wheeler tubes. Looks like about anything and everything. You folks that do that kind of thing, he's got a bunch of tubes here for your tires. So that's something he's picked up here. So something new. So if you need tubes for your motorcycles, four-wheelers, and that kind of thing, come on down here and look these over. I'm sure you'll find the size and everything you need. See you tonight on the night show, and remember the sponsors. All right, folks, we're back, and Mike, you better be getting your tip of the tackle box tip of the week up here, and let's be looking at it.
Well, right there it is, toothpick. And Jim Williams over at Edgemore was telling us about D. Wilson up there coming in, showing him that trick on that, taking them bait keepers and sliding that toothpick in that bait keeper. And
now hold that up there where we can see.
Yeah.
Heck, we can't see it, and you got a head back there.
Yeah, that's all he's doing is stick it in there and then take the toothpick and put it right down the center of the bait, and just go to twisting it right on there, and it just is straight on there as you can get. And pull the toothpick out, and you got it.
That's a pretty good little tip right there, folks, because if you've ever tried to put those things on, a lot of times they kind of get crooked, don't they, Mike?
Yeah, if you rigging up one of your A rigs there, you got to bring on your dummies and hang them on them bait keepers to hold your dummies on there, and it works real good for it.
Mm-hmm. Mike, that's too good a bait for a fella like you. I think you ought to let me take that and try it tomorrow.
Well, I'll have it in the boat, but I don't know if I'll let you try it or not.
Yeah. Is that all you're going to show us? Is that little trick there? You better do that again.
Well, you can make them bait keepers. Get you a wood screw, any type of wire you want to use on it, heavier wire, lighter wire, whatever, and just twist your wire up that screw on the threads of it, and then bring it over and bend it over like you want, cut them off. Make them bait keepers if you want to.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's see one of them.
It's good to make all the stuff you can. At least I like to try to.
Yeah.
That's the Zoom.
Okay. All right.
Super Fluke.
Yeah. Let's see that bait keeper back there that you bought over at Jim's.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, I wish the folks could see that little old tiny thing, but it's just a corkscrew, folks, and you know what you get into. Some of these baits you're fishing with are quite slim and slender, and you get this thing, if you don't get it in there right, it wants to run out to the side of it. Well, when it does that, it's not going to trail straight, and you don't see many shad minnows running sideways, Mike.
No. No.
You know, I mean they swim pretty straight, so it's a big deal to get these things in there right, and that's a great little tip right there. You want to do that again?
It's pretty easy. Slide the toothpick in from the snap in, and just insert it right down the center of the bait. Push it on in there, about a half inch or more, and then just go twisting it around, and just put it right up on there, as slick as a whistle.
Yeah. All right.
Pull your toothpick out, and you're ready to hang it.
Okay. Now, folks, that's a good deal. And you know that it's not just for Alabama rigs or Tennessee rigs or what, you know, anything you're using nowadays. A lot of your jig heads has got the bait keeper, you know, like your shaky head and that kind of thing. You know, that's a good little tip. Anytime you're using them bait keepers, that's a
These hooks here, with the weight on them, they got a bait keeper already on now.
Yeah.
And you can use it, run it right in there and screw it right up on there on that too.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, with a lot of the lead heads and hooks has got the bait keepers on there, and you get that thing right on there straight with using that toothpick. So that's a good little tip. Sure is.
So I got this one rigged up on this and weedless. Keep hanging up so much.
Yeah. All right. I still think you ought to let me take that and try it tomorrow, Mike. That looks pretty good.
Well, I'll let you know if it does any good.
Yeah, okay. All right, Herschel, turn the phones on for us, will you? And we'll keep talking here and all that kind of stuff. And maybe Mike will come up with another good tip here on what's going on. I'll tell you what, Herschel, let's go ahead and show that East Tennessee Fishing Show film and get that over with, and in that way I'm hoping people's watching so they can know what's going on with the fishing show.
The camera.
I want you to look at the camera. Hey folks, I'm here with Sheila Bunch, and Sheila is the promoter of the East Tennessee Fishing Show that's going to take place here in January. And I'm going to step back in the background, and Miss Sheila's going to tell us all about the fishing show, what she's got going on, and all that good stuff. So Sheila, just have at it.
All right, well, first of all, I guess I need to tell everybody when it is. January the 16th through the 19th at the Jacobs Building at Jahali Park in Knoxville, Tennessee. And that, the times you will find out on the website, which is www.easttennesseefishingshow.com. This year, we're proud to announce that we've got a whole list of pros that's coming. Jimmy Houston, Terry Scroggs,
Yes, ma'am.
Jay Ellis, Audie Foe, Brandon Card, Shaw Grigsby, and Mike Del Visco. And we will be doing seminars by local pros, such as Brandon Coulter and Tim Deering. Well, there are more, Audie Foe. There are a whole lot listed on the website, so you can find out more information. And we add to that just about daily to weekly. And let's see, we've got 3 new boat dealers, Bunch Marine, Arrowhead, and White Pine. And everybody's welcome to bring their trade-ins. All these dealers will be more than happy to walk outside to look at your boat if you're looking for a new one. And this year we have a whole lot of new vendors. We have some of the ones that were in there last year that's been coming for years, but we've got vendors that have never been in the show before that's going to be there. And this year we've actually had to add more space for the vendors. We've actually got so many vendors that in this show you can plan your whole fishing year. I mean, you can sign up for tournaments, you can find your fishing guides, you can buy all your fishing tackle, all your electronics, buy your new boat. Anything you could ask for is at this show, and you can plan your whole year. Let's see. Oh, and one of the best things about this show is we're going to be giving away a boat. We're going to, only thing you have to do is come, pay to get in, and the ticket you get at the door, you will take it and register. So if you come out 4 days, you can register 4 different times. If you want to buy 6 tickets, you can go register 6 times. It doesn't matter. But the East Tennessee Fishing Show is January the 16th through the 19th at the Jacobs Building at Jahali Park.
And the children under 8?
Yes, and the children, let's see, the admission is $8, and children get in free under 8 years old, and all the free parking you can want.
All right. Folks, there you go. The show, and Vicki, I know you have, or Sheila, you have been taking care of that for several years now, and it's gotten bigger every year.
Yeah, it's my 4th year, and I love doing it. I love the communication between me and the vendors. They are absolutely wonderful. These people are people that actually work really hard, The products that they have, you cannot buy just anywhere. You cannot go to Bass Pro Shop. I shouldn't have said that, but.
Okay. We'll bleep that. Go ahead.
You cannot buy these products any place except the East Tennessee Fishing Show.
I don't know that I've missed maybe one or two since that thing's been going on, and it's a delight for me to get over there. Also, everybody's kind of got cabin fever, Sheila, and you've got a big. This is a premier show in this area, and
yes.
So I'm looking forward to it and can't wait.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
All right, Steve, you need to look at that. See you.
All right, folks, there we are back, Mike, and Herschel's got the phones on, so maybe we'll get a call or two here. Somebody give us a fishing report and see what's going on. Bull Run's back up running, aren't they?
I think so. Kingston's down right now, so.
Okay. The reason I was asking, I figured we'd hear some people catching them muskies up there in the hot water or discharge or something of that nature up there at Bull Run. I didn't know. I thought the plant was back online. Funny how that warm water changes things up there so much, but it just puts the bait fish in there, and it's like a smorgasbord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, it makes them, gets the fish where the food's at. That's where you're gonna find the fish, folks. That's just the way it is. While we're waiting on the phone call or two, Mountain Pizza, don't forget those folks out there at Mountain Pizza. Karaoke on Saturday night, and the $4.99 pizzas there through the week. So remember those people. CARM, Knox Area Rescue Ministries, can't forget those people. We got a store right over here in Oak Ridge. One in Clinton, so 2 or 3 in Knoxville, and do a lot of good things, help those in any way possible. A lot of good things going on with that outfit. Let's see, got Bunch Marine, still got a lot of good items down there on sale. That they had depth finders. You want to upgrade on that. They got some GPS systems and all that kind of stuff. Trolling motors, Motor Guide, and Minn Kotas down there if you want to do that. New trolling motor. And got those marked down quite a bit. So if you're looking to change any of those things, you might be, go by and check with them on that. Charger, the onboard chargers. And I'm going to tell you, Mike, that's you and I were notorious for, I don't know, I guess for 20, 25 years, we had them battery chargers and had every kind of way in the world plug-ins in the back of the boat, and then put them on the outside of the boat, and this, that, and the other, and cut the clips off the battery chargers and put a male plug-in on so we could charge our batteries, and a little bit of everything.
Yeah, I still got 2 hanging up in the basement there, ready to go.
Yeah, I have too. So that onboard charger, folks, I tell you what, I've been using one. Been using them now for about 6 or 7 years, I guess. When I put the first one in one of my boats, and I'll tell you what, I wouldn't have anything else. Would you, Mike?
No, it works pretty good.
All right, we've got a caller in here. Hello, caller.
Hey, Steve.
Hey.
Willie Word.
Hello, Willie.
What's going on, buddy?
Buddy, not a whole lot. Good to hear from you, Ro. How's things going?
Going slow.
Going slow. I hate to hear that. What can we do for you, Willie?
Hey, I went the other day and there was some guys, I guess they was using minnows. They were all out in the trees. and up down there in Katy Creek, and I was trolling a little number 5 shad wrap, run about 6 to 8 foot deep, run about 40 on the trolling motor. And I hung a bunch of crappie that I couldn't even get in. It just ripped the mouth out.
Dang, my good.
I caught one real good one. Those guys left. I don't think they were catching any on the treetops. These come out in the middle of the lake.
Well, that's where we seen all the bait fish down there, Willie. Yeah, and I guess you seen it too, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's, you know, like I said, man, wherever them bait fish are at, that's where you're gonna find the fish.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's the secret to it. You find the bait, you can find the fish.
Yes, sir. Sure is. Did you catch a few? I mean,
I caught quite a few, and it was kind of mist and rain, kind of cloudy day.
mm-hmm. What'd you say, about 6 or 8 foot of water?
No, they were out about, I was in about 10 or 12 foot, and it would bounce off the bottom about 8 or 9 foot.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. A number 5 shad wrap.
Yeah.
All right, man. That sounds good. I appreciate you calling in and letting us know that, folks. I hope you heard that good fishing report right there. If you don't like drowning minnows, you can troll them plugs.
Yeah, I was even catching some on a DT6 fat wrap, black and silver.
Well, that sounds good. I'm glad to hear that. Willie, while we got you on here, what about you're still doing reel repair and stuff?
Oh, Lord, I'm covered up.
Covered up. Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Did you get moved in?
No, I hadn't got moved yet. We're still trying to get moved. We're going to move here shortly somehow or some other.
All right. That sounds good.
Every time my friends are available, but it's either raining or so doggone cold, you can't do anything. So.
Yeah, or the fish are biting so well you don't want to do nothing else but fish.
That's the main thing right there.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I'm going to get this other call. I appreciate you calling in, Willie. Stay in touch.
Have a good one.
All right, thanks.
Have a happy New Year.
You too, buddy. Thank you, buddy.
You too.
All right. Hello, caller.
Yeah, this is Bubba there.
Hey, Bubba, go ahead.
Yeah, what about them fish over at Kingston at the plant over there? Are they, you think they're safe to eat?
You know, well, I've been eating them fish out of that river all my life. Thank the Lord I'm still here. But, you know, it's...
still around too?
Yeah.
Other question, I was watching kids on there with largemouth here sometime back.
Right.
And do you have to turn all of them loose that you catch, or are you allowed to keep some of them? We release everything pretty much. That's just what we catch. We release except for the crappie. If they're legal size, we're gonna bring them home, ain't we, Mike?
Yes, sir. Sure will.
I was gonna say that kind of spoils the sport of it. Watching, you know, you ought to turn them loose and don't let nobody see you turn them loose, because that kind of spoils it right there.
Yeah.
Watching you turn them loose.
Right.
I mean, you know, I've watched them, you know, good fishermen, which you're good one too, but do that, and it just kind of, I don't know, and it seems like you hate seeing catch good ones and just let them go.
Well, I know what
you got to probably on some of them.
Yeah. You know, it's the thing about it, Bubba, is like this. We're tournament fishing and our tournament fishermen. And if I'm not going to keep a keeper fish, that's a money fish to me. And if he's a keeper, I'm going to throw him back. You know, because I might catch him again when I need him. And so that's just the way we fish, catch and release, and in the
Ball
bass.
tournament, right?
Yeah, that's the deal, and don't get me wrong, I've ate my share of them bass over the years, and because my dad was, we went fishing when we caught them, we ate them,
Yeah.
and but when we started the tournament fishing, and then when the catch and release got big, well, it's the thing to do nowadays. So what we catch, we throw back, and that kind of thing. Now, if you've got a fish that's hooked deep or it's going to die.
Yeah.
I don't want one floating on top of the water to be wasted. I'm gonna bring him home and put the knife to him and put him on the skillet. But
Yeah, that'll happen occasionally. The best you can do, won't it?
it will. You're going to
I've
stick
had that
to
happen to me too.
Yes, sir. You sure do. And you don't mean to do it, but it happens. And with all them treble hooks and stuff out there, you're gonna kill a few. And
some of them just wants to swallow them whole, and it's tough. Sometimes you have to clip that line,
yeah, exactly right.
You ain't got no choice sometimes, I realize that.
Yeah, I mean.
I enjoy watching catching Williams, caught a bunch of them here a while back. It just seemed like he's dragging one end after another.
Yeah, we had a couple of good trips down there back in October and 1st of November. Sure did. And I'm going to tell you another thing that's helped this year is all this rainfall's changed the fishing this year.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Yes, sir. It sure has.
Well, they go deeper or what?
Well, they've stayed up shallow. Yeah, they've stayed shallow about all summer, and because they had so much current and so much rainfall over this year, they hadn't went out deep yet, and they're still in there shallow.
Water didn't get hot.
Normally they do go down when temperature gets like summertime. They go deeper anyways, don't they?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's cooler. Yeah. What's the average temperature they like to be in,
Well, I think it's in the mid 50s. 50 to 60 some degrees, because they start spawning smallmouth around 63 degrees, and the largemouth when it gets 72, 74, look out, they're headed for the bed.
Yeah. Is there much catfish over there where you guys are fishing at?
Yeah.
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 Well, do you sometimes bring them in too?
Well, we do catch some catfish. I catch several, on when we're crappie fishing.
Yeah.
Michael put me on a place that ain't nothing but catfish, and we'll go to moving, hunting some crappie. But in the summertime and spring and stuff, we catch a lot on jigs. Plastic worms. Yeah.
Right. I hate to sound discouraging, but I fish them daggone plastic worms, and I have never yet caught anything on them. I don't know if I'm just using the wrong colors or what.
I'll tell you what, dude. Call in next week and let's talk about that, and let me see if I can help you catch some fish on.
Yeah, okay. All right, it'll be good.
Okay, buddy. I look forward to hearing from you.
Yeah, I enjoy watching y'all.
All right, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. Okay, folks, we've only got a few minutes, or few seconds here, a minute, Mike.
Yeah.
And
that's right.
to sign off. But Bubba, make sure you call back next week, and we'll bring some plastic worms in here, and you can. And I don't care if you come over here to the studio and we'll look it over. You can get right here with me, and we'll see if we can help you catch some fish. Plastic worms are good bait, Mike.
No doubt.
No doubt. Well, listen, folks. Have a good, safe, and happy New Year, and we'll see you next Thursday night, and God bless you. See you then.
And you're clear.
Okay, perfect.